Well, if you're like a lot of people in this country, always wanted to be their own boss because they hated the person they worked for, or have all that pressure of trying to please somebody else all day, you probably thought about a franchise, because they market those like hell in this country, and it sounds, oh, yeah, I got a magic way just to, make money and be my own boss. Well, they're wrong in both sense. You may make money, you may not, and your own boss, no, because actually, to me, what's crazy is when you buy a franchise, you're working for the corporate offices. They tell you what to do, how to do it, and everything. Man, to me, it's worse than being an employee because they want a lot of money from you to buy a franchise. That's why franchises in this country are really set up for the rich folks, not for independent people. You're just going to work your butt off for somebody else, and be in hot too because of the loans. See what they do? It's another industry like housing and higher education that's subsidized by the government. See, that's why it's better to be a fat cat and have a franchise business. So you have an idea, say, hey, I'll franchise this, I'll do Lesko's, question mark suit, sell franchises all around the country. Well, you make a fortune doing that because what you do is you convince people to get government money. See, there's special money. They like giving money to franchises because they think, oh, you're too stupid by yourself and Lesko, but Lesko doesn't know either. And so they lend you money, you go bankrupt or you go out of business and you have to pay back the money. But Lesko, because it was my franchise, I got the money long ago. You got the money from the bank, gave it to me, and I say, here, go do the franchise, and you screw it up. You're SOL. And that's the way it is. And that's why it's another subsidized industry by the government, subsidizing the fat cats to get fatter. And the little guy is stuck holding the bag again, like we were in AGI, and the financial crisis we have here. It's the little guy, the taxpayers. And here it's the guy who bought the franchise or the person or whatever. Now we have a database. If you go to bigdatalesco.com and you look our franchise failures, so the fattest franchise failures, we have a database of 33,000 franchises that got loans from the government for their franchisees, the people who bought franchises from them. Okay, now in these 33,000, we have it searchable, and so you can put in pizza or whatever you want, over here by the search engine if you want to look for stuff. Well, here the failure rate, this is now organized by who's the biggest failures. You see, like wings and things. I've seen those around, right? Well, 94% of those businesses went belly up. So what happened? The people went who got the money, probably a few $100,000, because that's normally what you need, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, for one of these little tchotchke franchises. And then so you borrow the money, from a bank, but it's subsidized, it's guaranteed by the government. So you got a business, the Wings and thing has all the money, and now you have all the debt, because you're out of business. See, and that's what it is. 94%. Noble Roman Pizza. That's almost 90% again. Executive Tans, 80%. Look at all these businesses. Athlete's Foot. Man, that was a big store, wasn't it? Wing Zone. Not sure what that is, but it sounds like another wing. Delis. You Build It. Bread Dough, the French. Dream Diner, Smoothie Factory, Planet Beach. Actually, I looked up Planet Beach this because they have almost a 60% failure rate. And look at 248 loans. 248 loans. That's $47 million. And the government's out. They had to pay that. and the 248 people here have to, are in bankruptcy now or whatever the heck it is. But Planet Beach, see, if you go to what does it require for them? See, here's their Entrepreneur Magazine does a little roundup of all the franchises if you want to get compare apples and apples. And you see, look, it costs, about $150,000, $300,000, the franchise fee, so that's right off the top they're getting. But then you have to use this other money to pay for inventory, equipment, and all the stuff that the franchise company sells. They sell it to you, the equipment, the inventory, all that kind of stuff. That they're getting all that money. And you're getting, bupkis. You're paying for it, and then hope you're going to succeed. And look at some of these rates. Are incredible. That's why, to me, it's all rigged for the fat cat. They're the ones. So that, to me, there's more opportunity in starting a franchise business than there is in a franchise industry, you know, an idea like Lesko's question mark suits or whatever, than there is in buying somebody else. Look, Carvel ice cream, 56%, you know, a default rate. Man, 56%, amazing. So if you sort this too by who gets the most money, you sort on the dollar amount given out in loans. Look at this. These businesses are getting $500 million almost from government loans that are subsidized. So you want a Super 8 hotel. I don't know what it costs, a couple $100,000 or whatever. You don't make it. Now, Super 8 already has your money. They don't care. You're stuck with the, you know, being in debt. And I went over to the SBA site, took a look and said, okay, what happens when I default on a business loan? Here it is. It tells you, you know, your credit rating is going to suck. You know, your interest rates are going to go through the ceiling. The government's going to foreclose on your property and all the collateral you got and everything. So they're coming after you, man. That's what it is about. But the fat cat who set it up and had a lousy idea or whatever, no, they're scot-free and they have the money. They have the $500 million. Now, if you go to how many people, who does it more, who gets the most of these kind of government monies for the, look at that, Subway sandwich shop, 2,500 people who bought Subway sandwich franchises and got money from the government. Now, they only have a 10% default rate, which I guess that's not bad, unless you're part of the 10%. Yeah. Or Quiznos, you know, there's almost 2,000 people there. They have almost a 40%, you know, default rate. Man, so I mean, a failure, that's what life is about. But what happens is you get stuck. See, the fat cat's not getting stuck with it, but they're showing you. They show you how to get one of these loans because it's no sweat off their back. They're just helping you get them money. You go out and get a loan for a couple $100,000, give it to the guy running the franchises. They're very happy. Oh, but you know what I mean. He doesn't have a whole lot of incentive even to keep you in business because he's probably got all his money. So you pay them like 6, 7, 8% of your sales for the rest of your life. You pay them another fee after a couple of years too, just to have it. Look at Stone Cold Creamery. That's a guy 42% almost failure rate. These are these what do you call them? Ice cream stores. You know, and actually the guy became governor of Arizona. I guess he's so good at getting government money, they made him governor so they could get more government money for the state of Arizona. So be careful of all this kind of stuff. I mean, to me, particularly if you want to be your own boss, man, that is, franchise just feels like, you know, being in jail again. You know, you're working with somebody else and they're beating you up, you know, to follow their rules. And that's what the normal job is like. So why quit? Why pay somebody 300 grand to do that? When you get paid and it costs you nothing to have a job like that. But the opportunity is, man, to think of a franchise idea. What can you franchise? What would be cool, right? Question mark suits, yoga studios, anything. You know, that's where the money is.